gold.
Nonsense.
The Golden God!
And he dragged you two into this nonsense?
This is another presentation of the Universe's Greatest Podcast. Multiverse, my bad. Golden Nonsense.
Golden Nonsense.
I am your host, John A. Miller, and this is my brother in arms,
Charlie Reifmaker.
And today we're hyped to have a frequent brother of the pod, Mr. Tommy Oler.
Woo, back again, baby.
Tommy Oler.
Back again.
He's French. Y'all didn't know.
Who is your most frequent guest?
Nathan Woloshin.
Yeah, Nady.
Of Sunweight.
Yeah.
He's always around. So
the world famous
I've seen
rock band Sunweight.
Yeah, he's going to be in Australia or something.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm lying.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're on their European tour right now.
Yeah, the Euro tour. Mm-hmm. That's what they call their bathroom.
They'll be back soon.
Nice. Back to be on the podcast.
Okay, so y'all saw the backlash from Tony Hinchcliffe's appearance.
Yes, of course.
Yes. What's up with that, guys? Is
the floating pile of garbage?
Is it that people weren't expecting to hear or like insult comedy, or are people truly insulted by? Because I don't think that's a big hit like against anybody's voting base. Like Puerto Ricans may be like 0.01.
I don't think it changed it by anybody's mind.
No,
I think if you hate Trump, then you were offended, and if you love Trump, then you were like, it's probably just a joke. He's probably kidding.
I can tell you exactly why.
What's that?
I know. Look, he made the same mistake that we can make anytime, and he forgot. I mean, we can be honest.
Yeah,
he didn't do well. Okay, and
I got a couple of good zingers.
I didn't watch it. I haven't seen it.
When you watch it,
you watched the whole thing.
I watched it.
I've just seen the
bits.
the freak out.
Yeah, the freak out. But really, he
just had a bad set.
He just had a bad set.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the reason he had a bad set was he forgot who he was.
Yeah.
And that happens whenever you go to a different venue, whenever you perform in front of a bigger audience than you're normally ready for.
Yeah.
And I saw it as it was happening, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this can happen to him.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, he just did Madison Square Garden.
I know.
Right.
Yeah.
But get this. This is what happened. So his really great set. I'm going to explain it. I promise. His great set at the Tom Brady roast.
Tony
Romo, the Tony Romo roast, the Tom Brady roast. He had a great set there.
Yeah. Tony Romo's not great enough for a roast.
If you remember, he had a joke.
Fuck the Cowboys.
Fuck Tom Brady.
He had a joke.
Suck a dick, Tom Brady.
On that set. He had many jokes, but one of his jokes, this is just an example. He did about Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
And he talked about Kevin Hart comes from like a stock of black people where it was like they deadlifted cotton to pick it or something like that.
Right. He's so short. Right.
Yeah. And that joke killed.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's at this place.
Yeah.
And he's doing roast jokes. And then he's talking about Puerto Rico. He's talking about black people. He's talking about Jewish people.
Yeah.
And if you look at what he's best at roast jokes, like racial roast jokes.
Yeah.
Right.
But they're always the best when they're specific to a person
About a person.
he's talking to.
Yeah, one person.
Whenever a person is on stage at his show.
Yeah. Oh, he's too general.
And yes, and so he went too general, and that's why it didn't work. And I'm like, he forgot
Tommy
who he
Oler,
was.
joke doctor.
You gotta pick one Puerto Rican to be hateful towards.
Exactly.
Because everybody's when you defame all of Puerto Ricans, people are like, oh my God, but you pick one Puerto Rican and they're like, fuck that guy.
If you go after old gay Rick Santos, Puerto Rican gay Rick Santos,
exactly.
Now it's like, oh, he's from a floating pile of garbage.
Yeah.
Look, and it happens to all of us. We forget.
Who's the most famous Puerto Rican person you can think of?
I mean, Bad Bunny now?
Yeah, Bad Bunny.
Oh,
yeah. That's the right answer.
Yeah,
that's the correct
the only answer.
Yeah.
Because I think the next closest Puerto Rican is who?
Is Jennifer Lopez Puerto Rican?
I don't know.
Where's
I don't
she
think
from?
so.
I think she is.
Jennifer Lopez is not
Is
Puerto
she not?
Rican.
I thought she was.
Show.
She's from New York.
Now, can we get a fact check?
No, you're not allowed to look stuff up on the show.
Is
Jennifer Lopez is Puerto Rican.
She's
Don't
not
do that.
Puerto Rican.
That's against the rules. Don't look it up. She is Puerto Rican. She is Puerto Rican.
She's just it just says U.S.
Yeah, she's not Puerto Rican, bro.
She's from New York.
Right. She's the fly girl from the block.
She's Puerto Rican.
But look, I mean, I saw that, and you can watch the set, and there's really no disagreeing that it was a bad set. He's even going like, I don't normally open for I don't normally follow the national anthem. He's literally doing stuff you say whenever you're doing that.
When you're bombing,
you're bombing. So
this room is bullshit.
Yeah, he's literally doing that. So there's no, if people are like, he didn't bomb it, he did, and it's okay to bomb.
Now, okay, is it? Now let me ask you this, because I hadn't seen it.
Yeah,
because I
gotta go watch it too.
I haven't heard.
Now I have to watch it.
See, I haven't heard any comics say he bombed.
A comedian's opinion on it.
Yeah, I've only seen the outlash from the news media. Like my mom watches the ABC News in the morning, right? Yeah, and it was all over the news today.
Right.
And I was flabbergasted by it, because I was like,
But why? But really, like, why? Because I haven't seen any comedians say he's bombed either.
Right.
But
you think it's like camaraderie?
Yeah. Like why would you talk shit about? He
runs the biggest show in the world.
I get why some people.
Plus, whenever I see somebody bomb
crap,
on a stage that it's like I'm not welcome on that stage, I'm like, I'd kill just to be,
invited
at Madison Square Garden.
I'd kill to bomb at Madison Square Garden.
Also, it's just like
I'll kill to kill.
You don't like my friend did a person I know from Atlanta. Catherine is her name. Catherine Blanford. You guys ever seen her?
Yeah.
I know her from Atlanta. And, we were coming up around the same time, and then she did the Tonight Show.
Right.
And she crushed. And I was just like, oh my God. Like, and I always thought she was pretty funny, but not that funny, not like great.
Yeah. I mean, look,
and when I saw her, I was like, wow, like she is as funny there as she was at the Laughing Skull, and it's like, all right, I don't think I have that ability. You know what I mean? Like
doing TV
I'm
comedy?
I'm funny here, but I think I would be less funny on a stage that's that big.
Can I tell you?
I don't think so.
I disagree.
Really?
I think you're very funny.
Yeah, Charlie.
I do.
No. Seriously. You went from a prime environment to a subprime environment, right?
Yeah.
Now you're doubting yourself.
Maybe.
Yeah. You just need to go back to a prime environment. I'm telling you, Charlie.
Maybe.
Yeah. I think you're very funny, but I think the same thing that happened to Tony could happen to you if you were to go on the Tonight Show. If you were going to go on the Tonight Show tomorrow, then I could see you bombing on there.
Look, just to invite the ire of the universe, I'm gonna be like, I'd never bomb on the Tonight Show, just so I get on the Tonight Show.
Dude, if I got on the Tonight Show, I would crush fucking hard.
Yo, I'd never stutter over my words at Madison Square Garden.
I guess what I was thinking when I was watching it was like, this isn't like, she's not looking this like this is she's made it, like this is the pinnacle and like all this pressure. It's like I feel like she was treating that set like it was another set. Like this is another step on the steps to where I'm trying to go. And it's like, yeah, I guess that's kind of, for me, that moment I was like, well, that's just, I guess, how you have to treat everything.
Right.
You have to treat every single thing in your life like it's never the thing. It's always the next step on the way to the thing, which is ultimately there is no thing. It's just
it's the journey.
Right.
It's the journey. Yeah, the journey.
Right.
And it's like, the moment you get a goal, you got to immediately set a new goal.
Just find a new one.
Yeah. Because if you don't,
you start wallowing.
Yeah, you just sit there.
You start wallowing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you bomb at Madison Square Garden in front of a bunch of MAGA.
Because check this out.
It should be a layup.
Trump hat people.
I bet his goal was to get to Madison Square Garden, and he did it. And then the next week, he was just like, "Fuck, I caught it now."
Oh man,
yeah.
I'm back at Madison Square Garden. He probably got cocky. He's like, I just did this shit.
And you know what too is that pile of garbage in the ocean thing?
Yeah.
I mean, we've been
not a bad joke,
but we've been hearing it's sort of like it's at this point, since we discovered it, it's almost street joke level now.
Yeah.
So I was actually, because I heard that and I was actually surprised. I didn't think that would be the joke that blew up. I was surprised.
You thought the watermelon one?
No. I didn't know at all it was going to blow up. When I saw it, I was surprised that he did it, because that's such. I mean, I've heard a ton of like jokes where the a place is the punchline of the garbage pile in the ocean. You know, either it's the UK, it's Australia, it's the Philippines. People have been using it for a while. So I was actually surprised.
Do y'all think Tony got a team, or he's just in there fucking in the writing room? Because I think he might. Because it's like you know how Schultz has those amazing monologues.
Right.
You know, on where does he do it on his Instagram? Flagrant or on Instagram?
Yeah. He every now and then
I actually haven't seen that.
He has some pretty solid monologues, right, where the jokes are just rapid fire.
Yeah.
And Hinchcliffe's delivery style when it comes to his roast battles is almost like a sharpened version of Jeff Ross's, right, where it's same speed but like a little more cutting. Mm-hmm. Is that a team or is that just him?
It could be either, but I mean. My guess is it could be a mix of both, depending on who's around him.
Yeah,
like if he's touring and he's there, and he's like, I mean, what would you do if you had like your friends with you? It's like, I got to do this thing.
Oh no, I'm calling everybody.
Yeah, we're running jokes together, and then I'm telling you this, you're telling me that, and then the same thing we did whenever we were out of town.
No, for sure. No, you're right.
That's what we're doing, and so it's probably just the way that happens, and maybe. He tried some of them. Maybe he didn't.
Yeah.
That'd be so funny if he came back. He's like, I fucking
knew it. That fucking folding pot of garbage shit was bullshit.
I never should have done that.
Yeah, he fires whoever wrote that for him.
Louis J. Gomez.
Fucked me up. You fucked me up. Or who was in his Austin squad? I don't watch that show. I don't watch Kill Tony.
No, see, people were talking about the other day. Kill Tony is a very, very niche comedy product, right? And
people like it though.
I know, and it's you know what it is? It's like it's the ultimate casual comedy show.
Yeah.
Right? Because people can see themselves in the newbies. You know what I'm saying? And then you get the fucking sprinkle on top of the famous commentary. We know why we know why it works, right? It's just it's so I don't want to say low-hanging fruit, but it's definitely like the bag of chips of comedy.
Yeah, it's like I mean
it's like American Idol.
Yeah, he optimized the open mic.
Yeah,
you know, it's wild.
Well,
almost.
That's what American Idol is. Well, that's what it is.
Yeah,
you got just
it's a singer songwriter open mic.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. People coming in who are nobodies and this is my shot. It's just a talent show. It's just another fucking talent show. It's not anything new, but we're living in this age where comedy is the hottest thing. So
I saw this interesting article about how. There is like I don't want to say Joe Rogan started it, but they said in the articles that Joe Rogan started this alt-right multi-level marketing comedy like golden age kind of sort of right now. So it's like you know, my 5 friends will get your 5 friends on, your 5 friends get your 5 friends on. Now we have this ecosystem where we're getting paid because before the alt comedy scene in general were you know barring us out because we weren't their style of comedy. Now, the idea there is like, okay, is there no money left in traditional comedy ventures, you know, or is it that excuse me, the ecosystem where money was flowing because the attention was going to this right leaning comedy, you know, sector. That's where people were wanting comedy to go anyway. Do you feel?
I don't know if I'm following with the question.
Well, no, I was really presenting this half article.
So I agree with the idea that it's kind of a multi-level marketing scheme. You know, like to a certain extent. I mean, it's not. You know, I think they're just making podcasts and doing comedy, but I think that it has that effect to a little bit. But yeah, I mean, obviously there's. The gatekeepers in every industry are kind of falling apart. They're not able to gatekeep industries anymore. So
Look,
that's sort of like why that's blown up.
You mentioned, is there money? And Apple's a $3 trillion business. There's
money.
There's money. Look, as long as people need to come out or want to come out every night, there's money. Yeah. You know, it's
a renewable resource.
Yeah. You get people to come out here. All you need is to be funny and inspire somebody to be like, oh, that was fun. And so if your goal is to go up there and provide just entertainment, then it works. And by that, going back to Tony optimizing the open mic.
Yeah.
He does the American Idol thing, what all the best hosts do. They literally put the audience's entertainment up first and live in the moment after somebody bombs.
Yeah.
You know, if someone bombs and then you go up there and then you're just like, if you don't acknowledge that, it makes it even weirder.
Yeah.
So it's better to go up there and be like, that sucked, right? Okay. And then
that stunk it up. Hey,
yeah.
All right.
And so when you do that,
I mean, that was the best part of American Idol was the people who sucked at
right.
singing.
Simon Cowell.
You have no talent.
So whenever you
should go home and cut your vocal cords out.
Whenever you acknowledge the bad, there can be no bad.
Yeah.
Because the audience is always like, oh, that sucked, but I know this guy's going to come up here and make that good.
Yeah.
So there can be nothing bad as long as
I
you're
love
good enough.
when people are bombing. I really do enjoy it.
Yeah, comics do love that.
When it's just like
it's such.
When it's just brutally bad.
Oh, if it's one of your homies, you're like, oh my god, no.
I mean, no. When it's anybody, I mean, it's just dude. I was in Atlanta and this kid. I actually knew him.
He did.
I knew him from high school.
Oh.
And he bombed so hard, and I had gone right before him, and he was bombing so hard, and he literally said, "Yeah." And he looked first. This open mic was so terrible. People were getting off the stage and walking around the room. It was a wireless microphone.
Oh my god!
And people were getting off the stage and walking around the room, and it was just like, you know, they're literally doing like crowd work to people's faces or like.
Yeah.
It's like you can't talk shit to, you can't make fun of a guy while you're standing in front of him. Like that's not crowd work.
He'll sock you.
That's a fight. You're picking a fight.
Yeah.
You know. But he comes over to my table and he's like just. I don't know what the fuck he was talking about. First, he started by doing like Rodney Dangerfield jokes that, you know, and then he just was trying some other jokes and he goes, yeah, well, you talked about all the good stuff already. And
that's a great compliment.
You talked about all the good stuff.
Okay.
You left no meat on the bone.
Right. You walked everybody because you did so well.
And nobody was laughing except for me. I was laughing very hard.
Oh yeah,
I know.
This guy's doing shit.
I was like, this guy. If he was doing this on purpose, he would be the most brilliant genius of all time. Like it just
that style of comedy, like the people that are like purposely awkward, like trying to.
Have you ever heard of Neil Hamburger?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know Neil Hamburger.
Yeah. He was here. He came here. He came to the High Tone.
I thought they canceled. Yeah. Oh, well, they had him on the schedule recently. I think they canceled the show, right?
Before.
Oh, I'm talking about years
ago. Yeah, he was supposed to come back last year.
Oh, was he?
And I think they just didn't sell enough tickets.
Oh,
and
dang!
He pulled out on the show.
Sucks.
I was excited to see him.
Yeah,
I've never been to that. I've never been to a full show of that. I've seen people do it at like mics or like showcases, but I've never seen like an hour or whatever of a guy.
Yeah,
just like,
the last time he came here and I saw him, and I remember Josh McClain opened for him, and it was at the old High Tone, and he didn't do an hour. He only did like 25 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've
was
seen
everybody in on it, or
everybody was watching. I mean, the it was the small room. It was full.
Yeah.
And I was standing in the back, and he had his hair combed over, and he had a drink, and he kept spitting in his drink, but he would miss his drink and spit on his hand and his like sleeve and stuff. And if you're just like watching it, I mean, I feel like everybody was having a good time. But I swear to God, at one point I could smell his spit, and I was like, I gotta get out of here.
It's fucking disgusting, bro.
I gotta get out of here.
I hate that shit. Like, and I know comedy's hard, and I know we got to do our best to try to make people laugh, right? But do something else, man. You know, like I'm a hater, bro. Like when I see, like when I like,
everybody, man.
Hey, look, when I.
But some people like that. Some people that if they're sitting there and they're in on it, and other people are not in on it, and they're like,
well, look, that
visibly uncomfortable. Like that's their favorite fucking. I mean, it's like me in an open mic watching somebody bomb. Like I
just get giddy. Just get
very funny to
have
me.
Fun.
Yeah. But it's cringy. It's cringe humor.
And there's a version of that is better after, because it's a story you can tell.
Sure.
And the story is funnier than the experience.
Yeah, truly.
And it's almost like artistic in that way. You know, at Hayden's Don't Tell over the weekend.
How was that?
It was amazing.
Yeah.
And so
Where'd they do it this time?
This B&B that it was basically like a small mansion. It was really
that's
nice.
awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, over there on East Parkway.
Yeah. No, not East Parkway. It's off Adams. It's kind of downtown.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
But I was dressed up as a cop that just got here after beating his wife to death. So I was like covered in blood and stuff. And I was the only one that dressed up. But previously I have like a fake little BB gun.
Yeah.
And I was like, I might do my joke about, because I have a Halloween joke that I do like every year where it's like, what's the scariest Halloween costume? Just bring a gun to the party. and it just, you just be the gunman. That's all you need. And I thought about, and because I was going over there to do a set where I didn't have anything, I had put a jar out for people to put suggestions in. A lot of people did that. And I told Haley I was just going to put my gun in the jar and then pull it out and do the bit. And then Haley's like, don't do that. and I was like, but think of how funny it would be after.
Right.
That's such a great story afterwards. In the moment, because it looks like
real.
Like a real gun. In the moment, if I'm pulling this out of a jar, it would be, I'd probably get in a lot of trouble. People would probably hate me for that.
Shot.
Yeah, I could
pull out their real
legit
gun.
get shot.
Somebody could pull out their real gun and shoot you.
Yeah, I could legit get shot for that.
If someone is not in on the art.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, boom.
oh.
But I had planned to like pull it out by the tip like this, just to make it a little bit better. But Haley was still like,
don't brandish.
don't do that. And that is one of those things where I think that's funnier afterwards.
So
not funnier.
You got to
in
do
the
that.
moment.
You got to do that in California or a state where gun ownership is not as ubiquitous.
Yes.
So we're
not Memphis.
I'm doing Basil's next show.
Play?
I'm gonna be in it.
Yeah.
You're gonna play?
I'm gonna do the play.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited.
All right.
Have you ever been to one?
No.
No, they're fun. They go on for too long, but maybe we can work on that. Maybe I can help work on that. But we're like blocking out this one scene, and they're like, what if the cops it's a cop comes and basically like freeze, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, what if the cop comes in from the outside the theater, right, like down the aisle? And I'm like, that's badass, that's cool. But then I was thinking, like, what if it's like but somebody could, it'd be like, no, officer, or, I don't know, like, it's just like it just makes me think, like,
something could be awry,
right? Yeah.
Something can go bad.
Like what? Yeah, breaking the
fourth wall.
The fourth wall. I guess
that's what's happening in Israel right now. Sorry.
I think they're breaking thousands of walls. I mean, there's an innumerable number of walls that
was not appropriate.
Getting blasted out. I mean,
that was not appropriate.
The back walls.
You know who needs their walls blasted out?
Who's that?
Kamala Harris.
I think she does. Come on, Doug.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing.
Come on, Dougie.
Doug, you gotta
get in there.
Why is she not pregnant? I want her pregnant. I want her. She needs.
Isn't she in her 50s?
Menopause hasn't kicked in yet.
You can smell it.
I can smell it.
She ain't menopausal yet.
No. She's got one fertile? Last hoorah.
She got one egg in there.
She got one egg knocking around.
A little egg.
We got one ovulation cycle left.
One single
when she
egg.
walks, you can hear it rattle.
If she says I'm pregnant, if she wins. If she comes out tomorrow and says, I'm sorry, America, I've been so scatterbrained because I'm pregnant. She wins. She shows up barefooted, just in a baby mama motherfucking like onesie, just like, guys, Doug and I are expecting, and everyone's gonna be like, "Come on, guys."
Who do you think wins the election and why?
I think Donnie wins.
Okay,
yeah,
and I think it's because of not the attack that he's mounted, right?
Right,
but the fumbling of the bag by the left. That's what I think, right? There are so many chances where they could have rebutted any of the talking points that Donald Trump and the Republican camp had, and I don't think there has been an ample defense or even attack on their part. It's only been character attacks, it seems to me.
I'll be honest. I think that as dumb as the American people are, I think that they've both underestimated the American people. I think that they're both just like, they think we're so stupid. Like they think
that
like,
McDonald's
they
gag,
think that they need to not have a policy. They're like, if we talk about policy, we're gonna lose. If we say anything about policy, we're gonna lose. So we just need to basically call the other person. He calls her stupid. She calls him a Nazi.
Drill, baby, drill. Right? Drill, baby, drill. You're a Nazi.
That's it. I mean, they literally.
I don't know if they front
think that the American people are too stupid to know one policy.
Tommy, I know how you're voting, right?
Yeah.
But do you think they're gonna win?
I think Kamala wins for the exact same reason you said.
What's that?
Everybody thinks the American people are stupider than they are.
Right.
And I love that you're like,
but she doesn't have any policies. She doesn't.
That's the point.
She says they're on my website. She says I have a plan, and then she never says what the fuck the plan is ever. Like she just says I have a plan.
What's the plan, Tommy?
What's the plan?
I've heard her talk about her plans for abortion and her being like,
abortion's
we're gonna get abortion's not a plan.
Abortion's not a plan.
She's like, we're gonna
killing babies not a plan, bro.
We're gonna put a cap on groceries. I remember her talking about that on grocery prices.
I mean, it's just
what does that mean, bro?
Heck, if I know what that means,
dude.
But here's what I do know about Donald Trump's deportation plan. It's logistically impossible. It's not going to happen.
There's no way.
It's not going to happen.
No way.
There's no way.
Look, you got to make it sound good, and you got to get these Venezuelan gangs out of here, bro.
Did he convince you by making it sound good? Mass deportation.
It was.
I heard it.
Hey, look,
I heard it, and I thought the same thing you did. I was like, "Does he think I'm stupid?
Does he think that? Yeah.
Does he think I'm stupid?"
The mass deportation, right, could affect my father, right? If he decides to, because he could just round up my fucking 76-year-old dad and be like, "You're getting the fuck out of here, back to Jamaica." Right? Yeah. Now, do I think it's probable? No. What I think is going to happen.
I mean, it can't happen.
It's right. It's
impossible.
It's impossible.
You would need to mount a 500,000 man force at minimum, right? Domestically,
most of them immigrants, probably.
Well, no. I would guarantee you that the white man will sign up for that, right? Like if we say 18,
some of them,
18 to 55, you're going to be hunting Mexicans. They're going to be like, oh, well, sign me up. Fucking $95,000 a year, full benefits. You don't think that people will sign up for that job? You would sign up for that job. That's a good job.
$95,000 a year full benefits to hunt down Hispanic people.
To hunt down.
Would you do it?
Illegals,
bro. I'm not going anywhere. Are you kidding? Like maybe if it was remote.
Maybe it was remote.
What if
I got to a drone pilot?
What if what if you're just flying the drone along the border and you're like, we got intruders, Sector 7.
I would work in logistics. Like show me pictures of faces that I can run through an algorithm, and as soon as something pops up, I'll put it in a folder and send it in an email.
We need that guy. We need that guy.
Yeah, that's me.
Because look,
this is Victor Sanchez.
By the way, that's $120,000 job. Okay.
I'm sorry. I was trying to get you.
He's a well-known member of MS-13.
I'm trying to get you a new pair of boots, Tommy.
No. I'm working
standard issue boots.
I'm WFH, working from home.
Okay.
I do not want to miss the Tuesday open mic. All right.
Oh, I'm honored.
That's a good reason.
I've created a staple in the community.
I'm not trying to run around Arizona.
Dude, you run around here and get them. I'm telling you. I went and picked up my homie from the bus station the other day.
I was at
for the wedding,
Okana.
Right? And I was like, "Yo, man," because he was coming from Atlanta up here, right? He's like, "There's a lot of brown people on your bus, huh?"
Somebody from Atlanta said that there were a lot of Mexican people here. There are no Mexican people here. I'm telling you as a person who grew up in Atlanta,
right?
There are no fucking Mexican people here.
No,
at all.
There are a lot.
No, there's not.
Okay, what do you consider a lot?
Go to Atlanta.
I was just in Atlanta.
Yeah, literally
for your wedding.
Literally go to Morristown too. There's no. Look, if there was Hispanic people here or Mexican people here,
they'd be here.
We'd see some of them.
You know what you see at open mics in Atlanta?
Mexican
Mexican people.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of there's a ton of Mexican people in Atlanta.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I love we got them, bro.
Yeah,
and
we do.
I want them here.
Yeah.
How many
They spend
Hispanic
money,
people
they
do you
drink.
see?
They're the best.
Yeah. How many Hispanic people do you see every week at an open mic? Not even one.
No,
half.
Yeah. There's like if you
Half
average
you.
it out-
It's me. I'm the most. Me and Adam, we make one.
Yeah.
That's one. That is one. That
One
adds
South American.
half plus half equals one.
Yeah.
That's one South American at best.
Yeah.
Isn't he Venezuelan?
He's he's Venezuelan.
Yeah, dude. He's in.
You are Ecuadorian.
Yeah.
Okay, Ecuadorian.
And Alejo. He's Cuban.
Now I play.
Alejo's Cuban.
Now I play baseball. I'm in a men's league.
Yeah.
For baseball. You know who's out on those fields?
White man.
Some Hispanic fellas.
Oh, yeah.
We got a lot. We got a lot of Mexican guys. We got a lot of Venezuelan guys.
You know, I'd say that about Mexicans. They do play a lot of intramural pickup sports. They will get together.
Venezuelans are amazing at baseball. That's like
aren't all brown people amazing at baseball? Everyone's amazing at baseball.
Mexican people in general are not that good at baseball.
Why
They
is that?
love it.
They love
but
it.
it's not like, you know, I don't know.
They ain't got the height for it.
Dude, yeah, I think it is. I think they are just kind of too short. I think that might be it.
They did
But the
a
strike zone smaller. That'd be great, right?
They did a study decades ago that found that whatever sport a certain community believes will get them out of the situation they're in is the sport that
Community plays.
that community will excel at.
Oh yeah.
So that's why, like, in the
You don't
early,
think there's some sort of a genetic component to what, you know, who's the best at what sports?
No, I don't actually no, because when I started seeing and I hate the Harvard Mexicans again. When I started
You were
seeing
seeing Ronald Acuna hit a baseball. Have you ever seen it?
but I saw an amazing Mexican.
He fucking hits a ball so hard.
Listen to this. I saw a Mexican tight end on a high school.
We had
Texas.
Mexican guys on our football team.
Yeah, they're pretty solid.
We had good.
Good. I mean, they get down low,
but
you know what I'm saying?
they're not.
They hit the gaps.
So we had some Mexican dudes that were like 6'3",
Yeah.
like big for a Mexican.
Right.
That's not big enough to be in the NFL though.
Yeah.
You can't be 6'3" and playing.
Yes, you can.
I mean, you could be playing tight end, but I'm talking. We had tackles and guards who were who were badass.
No, they're
linemen.
They're African
high
descent.
school.
They're African. Was it ADOS? African descendants of slaves in the NFL right now. These guys have 400 years of genetic eugenics. I'm sorry.
I think that there's some kind of a genetic component in who excels in what sports.
there's
I know that's
We're just not big enough.
an alt-right position.
I don't know.
taking
I don't know what position that is, but that just sounds that sounds crazy to me. Because
Really?
It's realistic.
Well, what I was
you
saying.
couldn't try out for a sport right now, like a professional sport.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, what I'm
I
saying
haven't been playing sports my entire life.
Even
either.
if you were in tip-top Tommy Oler shape, like right now, like your stature would not allow you to play a professional sport.
Right.
You know, because there's a guy that's bigger than you right now doing it.
Yeah, what I was saying was, so they did that study that found that, and you can look at boxing throughout the ages and found whatever group was highest in
disenfranchisement
immigration at the time of the United States. Those are the groups of people that were excelling.
Oh, Rocky Marciano.
At boxing.
The Italians.
And then you get
still Mexican people, right?
And then you
Right
get
now?
to the 70s and 80s, like in boxing.
Yeah.
And it became black people.
Yeah.
And then now you see it as
Mexican people.
Hispanic people.
Yeah.
And then at one point there was
I think
like
it's specifically Mexican people.
there was like
are,
Russians.
the most badass.
No, yeah, Russians are cold.
Yeah, they are
what's
cold
his name?
too.
Yeah.
Kalinsk. Not. What's his name? He
Kovalov is his name, right?
Dude,
No,
he only lost like twice, and like Kalinsky.
Golovkin.
I don't know, dude. Like
I don't know.
But he's just tough as nails. Got
They
trapped.
call him Triple G.
No, that's a
What's
MMA
that
guy.
That's an MMA guy.
Yeah.
I know the guy you're talking about. He's so quick. Like he just
he doesn't make sense.
He does this move where he literally sidesteps and turns around a guy, and he's just standing next to the dude before the guy knows where he went.
Flanked and just,
what the fuck is that guy's name?
I think it starts with a K. Hey, look.
Kalishnikov.
No, that's the gun.
That's the gun.
Shelly. Can I get a
Klitschko?
Is it Klitschko?
Yeah.
You just let me dance around it the whole time.
Klitschko.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You're positive. Why are you positive?
Because it's golden nonsense and nobody's looking anything up.
No.
I'm smart.
You're not smart, Tommy. You just have a good recall. That's not smartness.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. It's not. It's barely intelligence, Tommy.
So
you're like a wise retard.
In my new favorite place in the world where I'm gonna be moving eventually, St. Lucia.
Oh, right. King of the iguanas.
You know what their favorite sport is there?
Kickball.
Football? Shooting iguanas.
Cricket is by far the most famous sport in St. Lucia.
Well, I can see that.
And
the British colonized them, right?
They just a week ago, they won the
World Series?
the Caribbean Premier League in cricket. So
well, fuck
shout
Jamaica.
out to the St. Lucia Kings.
What were you doing, Jamaica?
They're called the Kings.
Oh yeah.
Yep, the St. Lucia Kings.
You weren't there for that episode, but Charlie said he's gonna take over St. Lucia, and then use me as a proxy, like patsy. Like no, I need a black face.
I need a homie.
I need a black face.
I need some street cred
to help me take over the island. But I'm gonna rule. I'm like, damn, bro. Like I gotta. Why can't I rule? Like, no, you go somewhere else. But you help me.
You're my deputy. You're my right hand man.
Bequeath the fiefdom.
Yeah.
At some point, someplace in St. Lucia.
I mean, look, I would do pretty good. If we wanted to, look, if you want to be
it's
president,
beautiful. You've been down there.
The general.
It's the coolest fucking place, dude.
Have an army of 60 dudes.
I've already got the whole plan laid out. I don't know how. It's kind of like that underwear gnomes thing where it's like there's a big question mark in the middle, which is like how do I become king of this island nation?
Right. Yeah.
But once I get that
you
done,
need surfers with machine guns.
Once I get that part, no violence, no violence,
okay,
zero violence.
If you think you can do that without violence,
it needs to be Caribbean Red Dawn. It needs to come from the sky.
No,
as soon as you become okay with violence, the middle part will open itself up.
No violence.
This whole vague middle part,
it's violent. It's blood.
Literally, it will.
It's opaque.
It will become clear.
As soon
as you get your heart ready for violence.
No violence.
Look, okay.
No violence.
No, Charlie.
Okay.
Non-violence.
If you promise,
here's my working theory.
I'll promise you'll win if you do one thing.
What's that?
Real quick, right?
Yeah.
If you dispose of the current white regime and promise,
they got a black guy right now. It was a white guy before that.
I'm sure there'll be another white guy soon.
Yeah. Well, here's, and that's kind of what I'm getting at.
Okay.
As far as my working theory.
Okay.
So the way it works, right? It's a Commonwealth. Former colony of England. It means there's still colonies of England. All those countries are still colonies. They pretend like they're their own country, but we've talked about
the Queen is on their money.
Right. We've talked about the time in the 70s when the Queen fired everybody. She fired the whole government of Australia. Remember when I told you that story?
Yes.
So they have, it's because there's it's a parliamentary system. And there's something called a governor general, and that's how it is in all these countries. There's a representative who appoints a lot of the positions, but they're basically the
governor general.
They're appointed by the Queen of
General
England.
governor.
Well, now it's the King of England, but that's kind of, there's a prime minister and there's a governor general, and they kind of
work together.
Yeah, well, technically really like the prime minister rules the country, but the governor general is almost like his babysitter. He's like I'm really in charge. And then if you look at Wikipedia, St. Lucia, it says who's in charge. The King of England is ultimately in charge.
Okay.
So it seems pretty easy.
So we got to get rid of Charles.
Just get in there and just be like, you guys are being controlled by the English. Fuck England. We're declaring independence from England, and I think that's the obvious route.
You do that. I'll do an American campaign to get them in the Americas. You know what I'm saying? Like,
to become a colony,
a U.S. St. Lucia.
But that's no good either.
It's good.
No, man,
it's good.
I think it'd be better to be an independent nation.
So how do you stop other people from taking over the shit?
Have a badass Coast Guard.
Okay, so we need a Navy.
Yeah, that's it.
Admiral.
we don't even need land warfare.
That's what I'm saying.
It's an island.
You need surfers with machine guns, bro. You need babes with bombs.
That's not bad. We can do that.
Bikinis and IUDs.
I mean, it just doesn't make sense. So that country is like a poor country.
IED. Is that what you meant? Or did you actually mean IUD?
Both.
Okay.
Improvised
explosive device.
What is you? Urinary?
No, it's one of those cum blockers.
It's
a cum blocker.
It's
a cum blocker, bro.
What does the U stand for in IUD?
Urinary.
Interurinary device.
Uterine.
Right? Interuterine.
Yeah.
Tommy, you just be letting folks just flounder.
He's like, I know, but I want to laugh at him for being stupid.
No, it's not that. It's that you guys are so close.
Like, hey,
you might as well get it yourself.
It's like
you lying? Is it you Ultron?
It doesn't. I don't need to win every time.
Internal ultimate device.
You let the.
Tommy's like, would I be a good teacher if I just gave my students all the answers?
This motherfucker, Socratic method over there. Okay, you're almost there. And then what? And then what? Who's next?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just, yes. St. Lucia is such a corrupt government.
And they're corrupt because they got a black guy now, or they're corrupt because in general?
They've been corrupt the whole time.
Okay, I'm just making sure you're not being racial.
Dude, governments are just corrupt. That's what a government is rich
Corruption?
People putting their friends into power so that they can funnel more money to them.
And you're going to put him into power.
Yes, I am.
How? Okay, because you'd be taking over.
Yes.
Where's your corruption level?
Right here.
My corruption level is...
I'm doing all the corruption.
See, I don't need to pay anybody off because...
violence, right?
No, because I've... Because I'm so beloved by the people.
Okay, so you're taking a magical realism point of view.
Yes.
Not taking the realistic point of view.
No. I'm going to be that beloved by all the people.
You ever seen... what's that movie called? Where the bitch gets the magic shoe? And then she becomes Cinderella. He wants to be the Cinderella king.
Yo, you see that movie? With the bitch gets the magic shoe.
The bitch gets the magic shoe. I mean, there is Cinderella, but are you talking about the Wizard of Oz?
No,
Tommy.
No. Where it's the clock strikes
Tommy,
12.
you know
that is Cinderella.
Yeah.
She loses the shoe, the glass slipper,
and then the prince got to find it. The prince got. It's crazy. They never explained that the whole outfit and everything disappears, but the magic shoe stays.
The shoe stays.
So was the shoes not magic? She stole the shoes. Like where did the shoes come from?
The shoe. Yeah, the shoe stays.
Remember
the other shoe didn't.
It was the whole exactly. Mm-hmm. The whole fit disappeared except for the shoe.
Except for the shoe.
The one shoe?
Because it was left behind. Because it was separated.
And the prince with the foot fetish be like, I gotta get everybody to try on these feet.
Right, this bitch got nice feet.
I gotta get everybody to try these feet.
She was Chinese. Cinderella's actually a Chinese story. That's why her feet were so tiny. They were binded feet.
Yeah, he was like, oh my gosh, your feet are bound. Let's see if they slip into this glass slipper.
Right. Hello. I am the prince.
Is that true? Is it really a Chinese story?
No, but I said it so confidently.
It's a Chinese story. Cinderella?
Cinderella.
Yeah.
Mulan is like an actual ancient
Chinese
Chinese story. It's like
I'll make a man out of you.
Yeah.
Those are the original trans anthem.
It's pretty. That's some pretty powerful feminism for 600 BC or whatever the fuck that story is from.
But I think that's why the story was so magical, because it was a woman. They were like, "Yo, what if a woman did all this shit, bro?" And they were like, "Yo, it's magic. It's fucking Dragon Ball Z."
There's
a talking dragon, and it's a woman. That's all Disney food.
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
In the 2000 years, there would be a black comedian named Eddie Murphy.
I love that idea too, because it's almost like how horror movies are like, what if this happened to a woman's body, and then that's all it takes for it to become a horror movie.
Right.
And if you switch it, what if this happens to a guy's body? It doesn't become horror; it's action now.
Oh yeah,
it's like RoboCop. The beginning is him. What if we shoot this guy's body parts off and we turn him into a robot? It's not horror anymore.
Not horror.
It's the best action movie you've ever seen.
Thank you for your cooperation.
A woman is like, what if she had two vaginas? And then now we're like, oh my god.
Well, no,
this is traumatizing.
If you say, what if a man's genitals had teeth? He's a superhero now, right? He's Spider-Man.
People.
You put teeth in a bitch's vagina,
she becomes evil.
Yeah.
Jennifer's body.
Jennifer's body.
I thought it was just teeth. You seen teeth?
Yeah, teeth.
Oh,
is that,
teeth.
Yeah,
I haven't
that's
seen
what he's
teeth.
talking about. Teeth. Yeah,
teeth. That's a shit box movie.
Not a good movie.
It's funny if you believe in funny.
Yeah.
It's not funny if you don't like funny.
I saw a thing where they took the new It movie, which was good if you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
New It is a pretty good horror movie, but they put the Avengers music to It, and it just was an action movie. Like the final scene where they're battling.
Yeah.
They're battling It.
Yeah.
It's like a comedy action film when you just change the music. Yeah. So,
I mean, look,
which has been fucking with my head ever since I saw that. Now I'm watching horror movies. I'm like, could this just be an action movie if they changed the music?
Have you not? Look. If you play, you remember the game Dead Space?
Yeah, love that game.
Yeah, I play 1 and 2. I didn't get the 3. Right there's like the audio that game sells it, right? And so you remember on Xbox you could change the music for the game while you're playing it. I would just put 50 cents like first album Power of the Dollar behind Dead Space 1. Yeah. And now it's just like
you're just killing people.
It's just Vice City. I'm just playing GTA in space. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no scares. I'm like, fuck that nigga.
Yeah. Because you're right. Half of all horror movies are just
the music,
the vibe and the sounds. Yeah. And the vibes the sounds make. Yeah. Because in a horror movie, when a door closes, it is so loud. Yeah. In an action movie, it's just like, push. Okay.
Right.
It makes you, and it's like they do so much with the audio. So you're absolutely right. It changes it completely.
You know that sound that they do, like that frantic violin, that high pitched violin, that like. And you're just like, oh my God, I'm anxious now. Yeah. Oh my God, I'm anxious now.
Yeah.
In The Lobster, they did a lot of that. In The Lobster,
dude. And like, hey, look, guys, y'all have significant others. I don't. So I got to get fresh pussy this Halloween, right?
I think you missed it, man.
No, I didn't.
You got what? 2 days?
No, you get fresh pussy every Halloween.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to line it up.
Yeah, they bring it in.
They're whores. They're all whores.
They wrap it up in a slut.
Hey, look. There's two kind of women. No, there's two kind of women, right? There's like the banana, the girl dressed in a banana, and she's actually dressed in a banana. Yeah. And then there's the chick with a bikini on that has bananas on it. Like, I'm a banana. One's a whore. Yeah. And one's actually trying to have fun.
It's a pretty clear indication
of who's trying to get dick. Right?
You put on a uniform when you leave the house.
Right. So I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna be like, wow, I love your cowgirl outfit. Does your booty cheeks were a part of it? We're like, oh my God, that's it. So anyway, this Halloween, once I get some new puss, guys, I don't know if you know, I'm almost a year out of my last relationship, right? Yeah, it was damn near Halloween. She broke up with me.
That was a year ago?
It was a year ago.
Oh my God.
So I'm going to get fresh puss this Halloween in honor of her, right? My ex-girlfriend. And shout out to her. She's a great lady. Shout out. And I'm gonna play some horror music while I'm fucking, just to set the mood, right?
Wow.
Yeah. Because like, look, typically, if you're a nice young man, you got a nice little playlist, right? Yeah. Some Barry White, maybe some Chris Brown. I don't know, something modern. Tevin Campbell,
I like
some
John B.
I
like putting on Thundercat.
Yeah, you get some instrumentals going. You got a little fucking music going, right? What if you
fucked a Thundercat?
What if you play the motherfucking theme song? I mean, the soundtrack to Scream 2.
The Scream 2 soundtrack.
Right. You just start greasing to, I don't know. How do y'all?
I've been listening to horror soundtracks when I work.
And what about fucking?
No, haven't tried that out.
You should try it.
It's gonna be a different experience. Well, you're gonna be like, this normally is an action movie, but normally when I'm fucking, it's like the Avengers. But right now, this is
just get a horror soundboard. And then whenever you open her legs, you just go,
girl, you need some WD-40.
That would be great.
And every time you like thrust, you're hitting it, and it just sounds like a door slamming. Poof, poof, poof.
You got to do you got to have that weird like branch scratching the window seal noise, so it's just real slight. Yeah. So she feels like some danger's coming. Yeah. Right. It's like, yeah. I'm not the only guy here. Whoa. That's scary.
Jason's here too.
Right. Who's Jason? Dude with the mask on. What if you just is that weird? Like, is that cosplay then? When you fucking with the mask on? Like, oh yeah, I'm like
Michael Myers.
I'm
Michael Myers.
Go ahead and say yeah.
And then you go, nope, now I'm a werewolf. And then boop, nope, now I'm the Mask of Zorro. Now I'm Antonio Banderas.
I think all that counts, but I think
I think I'm gonna be Zorro this year. I'm gonna be Antonio Banderas.
Yeah, do Zorro. Yeah.
Be Antonio Banderas.
That'd be great. We've been watching all the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. We're doing the whole thing, and so I've been listening to. After we watch the movie, I'll listen to the whole soundtrack. Just while I'm at work doing stuff, and I've been getting annoyed by just. This is so stupid, but. The song, the little girl singing this 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you.
Yeah.
3, 4, better lock your door. Every time I hear that line, better lock your door, I get pissed. So I'm like, he doesn't come in the door.
Yeah, it's not going to matter.
It doesn't matter. Yeah. It doesn't help to lock the door. They're singing this song in every movie. And
look, to lock the door.
He comes in your dreams. He comes through your dreams.
And even if you lock the door in the dreams, he's going to come through the wall.
He's going to come somewhere else.
Yo,
the crucifix.
That
works. That's 5, 6. Grab your crucifix. You can use a crucifix against Freddy Krueger.
Really?
But you can't. But a door
Freddy
lock
Krueger
is useless. Yeah, no. I
thought he was a Christian.
Well, his mother was a nun.
A nun. Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I thought
she was a nun that worked in an insane asylum and got locked in the insane asylum.
And got raped.
She got raped by 100 nutcases in an insane asylm.
And that's why Freddy was
100.
100. Yeah.
That's microchimerism. Fun fact. You know what that is?
What's that?
Where all the previous semen in the woman's uterine tract. There you go.
Yeah.
Uterus. Yeah, uterine tract.
Yes.
They mix and become and
they fight each other.
No.
It's like Pokemon.
They form like Voltron.
Wow.
in the egg, and that's why you had some babies who were like dashing but psychopathic and tall. Like, oh my God, your father's not tall. I was like, yeah, I don't know where I got it from. And it's because your mom fucked a tall guy before. Yep, it's not your uncle. It's micro.
But how long do they live in there?
A long time.
Not that long though.
Well, look, if we could look stuff up, we would know. But
we would know so much.
I'm going to present it as fact.
I'm going to say up to about 40 years. I think they've been living there.
Yeah,
and nobody can check that. Nobody can check me on that.
Her entire fertile
don't you dare check that, Shoal. Don't you dare.
Her entire fertility period of life.
Yeah. Oh yeah, since puberty.
That's what I'm. Whenever I'm meditating, I'm just telling my sperm what I want them to do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
be big.
My whole life, I've just been telling. So all right, I'm splitting them up. Half of them go for it. Mm-hmm. The other half is just fighting with the other sperms. When they identify an enemy sperm, they just
your own.
So I got blockers and running backs.
Oh, this man has a tip of the spear sperm.
Yes,
he's like, you guys are the Marines.
That's what epigenetics is. It's when you meditate really hard and you can program your jizz.
Wow,
did you know that?
Yeah,
I made mine so big you can see it with the naked eye.
That's good.
You can look down and see
just one. It's just one.
It's one. It's like a tadpole.
Damn.
That's pretty cool. I think
do you step on it, or do you just let it wriggle around?
I think if you kill that, you get arrested for abortion.
I've slipped on it a few times.
I can't.
You
slip on
come one sperm at a time.
Yeah, and then I step on it and I slip on the ground Scooby Doo style until I fall.
I try to follow the Bible. I try to at least spill it on her belly. I don't like that. I don't want the sperm.
I follow the Bible.
I don't. It says better for your seed to spill on the belly of a whore than on the floor.
Yeah,
I use that line after fucking
it's in the belly. It's in the belly of a whore.
Yeah, I know. I say on. I don't ever.
On.
I try.
Well,
I purposely misinterpret.
You follow the Bible. You studied the ancient Aramaic.
Right.
Obviously.
It's O and N. It's O and I. It's a vowel.
The same word.
It's a vowel.
It's the same word in ancient Aramaic.
Oh my gosh.
On in. It's the same. About? It's the same word in ancient Aramaic. Everybody knows.
Better for your seed. Do you hear that, Shoal? This is gonna be on TV. Okay.
I did not remember that about Freddy Krueger and the crucifix.
It's in the Bible, bro.
Yeah, you can get him with a crucifix. And in the very first movie, he's coming through the wall and there's a crucifix on the wall and it repels him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
The Lord does, Christ.
I think I've told you
the image of Christ
before, but it reminds me of my favorite version of Dracula, which is that he's Judas. That Dracula is Judas.
Oh, you mean Jared.
Yeah. Well, but like the scared of silver is from the 30 pieces of silver he used to give up Jesus. The crucifix, the stake is the wood from the tree that he hung himself on.
Yeah.
And I was like, and this is from the movie that's considered a bad Dracula movie.
What's that?
Dracula 2000. Okay. That's what it's from. We're Gerard Butler. And
Gerard Butler was Dracula? Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's where I saw. I've heard that it's originally, it could be from like a D&D type of game from the 70s. But when I saw that, I was like, that is so smart. Dracula is Judas.
That makes that.
And he doesn't want to die because he would go to hell. He'd go to hell. Yeah.
So where do you get the blood sucking and the returning from the dead and the whole?
Who knows? Dude?
Adrenochrome.
Watch the movie.
It's adrenochrome.
Oh yeah.
He's sucking blood.
Babies.
He's getting the adrenochrome.
Babies.
It's not. He's not. They're not sucking the neck. They're sucking the base of the skull where the
fucking babies, bro.
I think it's actually like his vampireness might be just like a curse from God or something like that.
Oh yeah. I mean, like the
that would make sense.
Yeah. I've there's a fucking, I don't know if it's a Marvel comic or whatever. I think I read this in a comic book, but like the mark of Cain is on Dracula. Right, in the Marvel comics or whatever, right? So he's like a descendant of Cain.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah. But I can't tell you where I saw it at, whatever. Could you imagine being like cursed to walk the earth forever and you're just like, yeah, bro, you're just ugly as fuck. Oh, you're Cain?
That would suck.
I always thought he was ugly.
So are you guys writing in Jesus Christ?
Yeah, I did.
He's not going to return for this election. It's not enough people.
I'm doing it. I'm writing in Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ president, Taylor Swift vice president.
That's what my vote is.
If Taylor Swift goes vice president, bro, I'm not voting. If it's not Beyonce, it's not nothing.
Who you voting for, John?
Look, Donnie probably.
You voting for Donnie?
Probably Donnie. And look, I'm
writing in John Andrew Miller. That's what I'm writing in.
I'm actually not old enough to run. You need to be 35.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not old enough.
Yeah.
I can.
Fuck. All right, I'm writing in Tommy Oler.
No, I'm still
writing in
Thomas Francisco.
Francisco, my boy.
Francisco.
Tomas Francisco.
Oh, not good. Not good.
No, it's like, have you seen this Tomas Francisco guy?
Tomas.
Ecuador, I'm not even sure where that is.
I'm getting deported. I'm born here, I'm out.
Right.
Tomas Francisco doesn't sound American to me.
Right. Oler? No, not an American name.
Anchor baby. He was only born here to keep his mom here. They're both going back.
They're eating the guinea pigs from the pet stores. I don't know if you've seen this. They're eating them.
Empanadas filled with cats. Empanadas filled with dogs. Get them out of here. They're eating the pets.
They're very good. I've tried them, but it's not going to be.
Have you seen the tortas? The tortas have no meat. They're lying to us. No meat tortas.
Don't take all the tortas, man. Gotta leave some of those torta making Mexicans back.
I just found out that torta is a euphemism for fat Mexican girls.
Yeah, torta.
Yeah,
I've heard that.
Little tortas are around. All right.
Yeah.
Donde está la torta?
Yeah. And chorta was another. That's
I don't know.
That's a fat Chinese girl. Is a chorta.
The problem with fat
I'm aware of racist internet slang. I will admit to that.
The problem with fat Mexican girls is they have no booty. It's all the skinny ones. Where the booty go for the Latina girls? Is it the fat ones don't matter?
Dude, in my experience from living in a town where there's actually Mexican people, Mexican girls.
I need the Mexicans in Memphis to show up.
Mexican girls. They hit puberty when they're 12, and then they're banging.
Shut up.
That's weird.
Don't let him post this.
I mean,
don't let
when you were 12.
As another 12-year-old
post this.
As a 12-year-old boy.
He said,
"Good Lord."
Oh yeah, you bleep that.
And they're hot as shit.
Stop it.
Bleep that
for like 6-7 years, and then they just
from 12 to 18, and then from 18 you don't like them no more.
As soon as they're legal.
Yeah.
As soon as they're legal. Yeah, because
then they have kids, and then they get huge.
They're 18.
I cannot believe
they're
that.
teenage mothers.
At 18, when they have kids,
they
got pregnant at 17 because they were just
Tommy, I'm just sharing my lived experience. Tommy, I'm sharing my truth. I'm sharing my lived experience.
Shut his truth up. Delete your truth.
That is my Tommy. Why are you denying my lived experience?
Look, I don't want you to get
Charlie
killed
likes
by
the tortas, la quinceañeras. See, like, I'm sorry.
Oh man,
There were some hotties. There were some real hotties.
In high school.
Yes.
Yeah. But then.
Look, everybody has kids and gets fat. Okay.
Yeah.
But in my experience, Mexican culture,
Man, dude, I was at the
they're
coffee
pretty
shop
down with
earlier.
kids
I was
pretty young.
I was at the coffee shop earlier. I was on the phone with this motherfucker at the coffee shop earlier, right?
Yeah.
And I saw a little mama that she was pushing a cart with a baby in it, right? And I don't
how
know
old was she?
She was
Legal, just
a little mama. I don't know. She was a little mama, bro. She could be maybe like 29 or something.
Okay.
Right?
how old was the kid?
Baby. Infant. Infant. And
So she probably looked like she was 29. She was probably 20.
Right. Just the baby sucked all the energy out of her.
Yeah.
Right. And I was kind of like, like, wow, she's jogging with the baby, getting a little matcha.
Nice.
Doing a little stop in at the coffee shop.
Mm-hmm.
And when she turned around, dude, right? I was like, oh, I see why she's a baby, because she had, how do you call it? A bufunda, right?
A bufunda.
A giant.
You need to translate. I don't know.
A giant ass.
Oh.
It was, I don't know. You an ass guy, Tommy? No, you're not.
My mom's best friend
like,
growing up, her name was Barb Bufundo.
For ass?
No, that was her actual legal government name. Shout out to Barb. What's up, bitch? I love you.
Barb with the ass. See you. But look, no, dude. Like
Bufundo. I've never heard that.
A
bufunda?
A with an A.
Bufunda.
Yeah, with an A. And I was distracted for at least 10 minutes while she was in there waiting on her matcha, bro.
What coffee shop was this?
The Otherlands.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, I don't really like I like going there because I'd be seeing some of my friends there.
Yeah.
But also don't like going there because it's like I'm surrounded by people who I know wouldn't like me.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like I know these are all people that go to the Lamplighter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I know that if they were to be like, oh, John, how are you feeling today? I'm like, man,
I'm at Otherlands.
No, I would say I would be myself and be like, man, I'm slowed down and I'm a little retarded today. I would say like I'm a little retarded today.
I feel retarded.
Right? Oh my god! Now I can't get a coffee in Midtown anymore because these people
get banned.
Right. Because
This is the only place with espresso I like.
Right, exactly.
This is the only place
with espresso that I like. It's not too far away.
What? Yeah. What is it? What is it what is it about knowing how to make really good coffee
that turns you trans?
That makes
I don't know.
That makes you very Like they got like being offended by shit and knowing how to make coffee. It's like what? How are those
easily offended and cut your fucking own dick off? I don't get it. I don't get it.
Like I saw
you had balls of steel at one point, but now
I saw that video when I was 14 on the internet. It's one of the most offensive things I've seen in my whole life. It's called the Pain Olympics.
Oh my gosh, bro, that shit was bananas. You saw that shit, right? Yeah.
Every young man of a certain age had that atrocity. Was subjected to that atrocity.
I saw it in college.
Well, you are older than us.
Yes,
you are like 39.
Yeah.
I need to watch. Yeah, I need to go back. Watch the whole gauntlet.
What's it called? No, I think I asked you this last time, but someone we were talking about this one time, and a girl I was seeing, she's sleeping with kind of a little bit. She was listening to our podcast, during like episode like 30 through 60, and we had mentioned the Pain Olympics before, right? And she was like, "Oh, why don't you talk about Mr. Hands? You know that?
Oh yeah, Mr. Hands. Yeah.
You know what that is, Shelly? Mr. Hands? It's like a dude getting it's a dude getting fucked to death by a horse.
I've seen gay bestiality, I guess, is that what I'm
admitting
to.
He dies from the horse fucking, and I hadn't seen it, and I will not see it. But when she told me this, I was like,
I've seen it.
And I was like, oh, this is fucked up. She's like, I have brothers. I was like, okay, that's an excuse.
It's not as bad as you would think.
Like when you see it, you're not like, oh, that guy's dead.
Yeah.
You're like, that guy just got fucked by a horse.
Yeah.
Think about animals.
And also,
think about
animals.
Think about animals.
The human is the only animal who doesn't come immediately. All other animals, it's like they just fucking jizz like right away.
Dude, I'm an animal. I'm an animal, bro.
That's built, natural.
I'm built to come fast.
That's what dogs do. That's what horses do. So the cock goes in this dude's ass.
I don't. Wait.
But also the video.
Hold on,
the video is. It's like 2005 or something. So that's the video quality.
Oh, it's grainy. Yeah. It's a 2005
it's like
flip
it's
phone
like
camera?
a digital.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I know what happens, and I don't want to know.
It's very short, though. Is the point I'm making?
Yeah.
It's not like it's sustained.
And I'm telling you, if the story around this guy died right after this wasn't around.
It would just be gay bestiality.
Yeah, it would be an unremarkable video of a guy getting borked by a horse. A short video that is like
we're there. Yeah, I think we're there. I think it's game time.
Yeah.
You know, we always like to end the show on gay bestiality. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up there.
Yeah, you know what?
Tommy, thanks for joining us, sir.
Thank you for having me.
God forgive us.
please.
Lord Jesus, Lord Satan. Oh yeah, you pray to Satan. Lord Satan for John. John for Satan.
You're
this
being
is
really,
John for Satan. He wants your blessing in his heart. Lord
God,
Satan.
real funny. God, Christ is Lord.
I know that you're above being written in on politics because God does not believe in politics. Should I write in Satan? Is that
if you write
the proper course of action? If you write in
Satan, it's going to default to Donald Trump. That's how these people feel, bro.
That's what. They're going to count that. That's what they're going to be like. That's one for Trump. Fuck. Damn it. We don't want to. But anytime somebody writes in Adolf Hitler, that is going to go to Donald Trump. And same with Satan.
Was he really that?
What? Was what?
Nothing.
Was Hitler bad?
Whoa, was Hitler?
That's his question.
Hey,
no, I didn't say that. I didn't say
I'm not.
I just saw some on TikTok.
Just asking questions.
I just saw some on TikTok.
I'm just saying.
TikTok needs to be banned because I'm being radicalized.
I saw something on TikTok about him in the Autobahn. And
he was racing.
I heard the trains were running on time.
And Volkswagen.
Look, I heard Hitler was the inspiration for Speed Racer, the anime. He had a monkey in the car. That was.
Hey, look.
Remember Speed Racer?
He had the monkey in the car.
He must have had some good ideas.
Right. That was the Jew.
You think he had no good ideas? Is that what you think? Zero good ideas?
Stop it. Hold on, wait. We need. Is it which was it? That's the one.
Alrighty. Okay. That goes for the last 5 minutes of everything we're saying.
It was all jokes,
folks.
Guys.
Thanks for being here. Do not write in Adolf Hitler on your ballots.
No.
Those do not go to Donald Trump, as far as I know. And also, if you can get on the dark web and find that video of that guy getting fucked by a horse,
Mr. Hand.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Look, guys. Charlie's doing the dismount, and I want to say thank you to our new producer, David Scholl.
This is David Scholl. Thank you for being with us, sir.
He's a beautiful soul. He's on the team now. He don't want to say he's on the team. Turn the camera around. Show your face, fucker.
He's a beautiful man.
Show your face, fucker. Show your face,
man.
Yeah. And my boy Tommy Oler.
Thank you for joining us, sir.
And Charlie, do the dismount.
We will say, as always, vaya con Dios.
Vaya con Dios.
We'll catch you guys next time.